Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing to this channel. Now, the members of parliament from Mount Kenya region is like their eyes are now opening and they are seeing the truth. And the truth is, these members of parliament are now finally coming out to agree with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's agenda towards one man, one vote, one shilling that was heralded in the BBI structure. It is not one member of parliament, it is not 2 or 3, but now these members of parliament from Mount Kenya region, they have come out to be frustrated in a way that they have now realized that a fight that they can now stage before William Ruto is that one man, one vote, one shilling is valid now. But it was absolutely wrong at that time when Uhuru Kenyatta and his brigade, Raila Odinga, came out telling Mount Kenya region that, look, you are the majority. And as long as you are the majority, you will enjoy these resources that are coming from national government, through your members of parliament, through your county government, as you are going to accept and adopt one man, one vote, one shilling. There is a video of Nyoro coming out to send a very bad news to William Samoei Ruto, that this is the route that they are following. And when we saw Gathoni wa Muchomba, Mwangi Ukiunjuri, and member of parliament from Gatundu South coming out to say that now it is their ability and their strength that they must do something that is going to benefit their people. And through this, they must ensure that this one man, one vote, one shilling must be adopted so that their people can benefit from this agenda. So because I don't want to be seen like a propagandist, I want you just to listen to whatever Nyoro has come out to explain to his people, that it is now their time, it is their agenda, that they must push this to National Assembly so that their people can benefit from this one man, one vote, one shilling, as long as they are concerned, those who have been elected in Mount Kenya region. So watch that video then.
Na katika hayo kuna kitu moja tunaangalia bunge na najua tutafaulu. Mheshimiwa WN anasimamia Embu. Na mnajua especially some of our counties are very dense. Iko na watu wengi. Tunataka hii maneno ya basari na maneno ya maendeleo tuilainishe kwa idadi ya watu. Idadi ya watu kwa sababu ndio inalipa kodi. Idadi ya watu ndio inachaguana. Hiyo pia tunafanya mikakati kule bunge, na we have the support of our president ya kwamba tuegemee sana sana maendeleo tukiangazia watu. Hata hii basari tunaangalia vile tutabadilisha formula hata ya CDF so that kwenye kuna watu wengi wanapewa pesa mingi. Sio kupewa tu ati inatoshana, hata constituency hazitoshani. So ile maneno tulikuwa tunasema ya one man, one vote, one shilling, it is not far-fetched. Tunaiangalia hata kwa maneno yote tunafanya ya fedha za umma, kwa sababu if we don't support the people and it is the people who pay taxes, then we will not be doing the right thing.
I think you've watched whatever Nyoro has said. This comes after also Uhuru Kenyatta has been blackmailed, frustrated in Mount Kenya region. Initially and now, as Rigathi Gachagua has been always in front line, destroying Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta many a times, which when you look at the agendas that Uhuru Kenyatta was having towards Mount Kenya region was the best thing ever. But Rigathi Gachagua came out deteriorating the progress and also making Mount Kenya region to make steps backwards. And this has been a big problem and a major problem to Mount Kenya region, because they're feeling like those leaders that they have elected both in National Assembly and Senate Assembly are not advocating for their issues. The only what we saw after William Ruto was sworn in the office, it is just regarding Gachagua blackmailing, frustrating Uhuru Kenyatta as a leader that came in, destroying the lives of Mount Kenya region residents. Little did they know that whatever Uhuru Kenyatta was advocating, this was absolutely going to help them. When you look at even the mechanism that these members of parliament used, disregarding one man, one vote, one shilling, is now coming to haunt them, is hitting them badly. Because, for example, the constituencies are not the same, and the population are not the same. I gave you an example here. You cannot compare the constituency, Kiharu constituency in Murang'a, led by NDINDI Nyoro, with that constituency that was led initially by Aden Duale, where he resigned after being appointed as a cabinet minister of defense forces. You cannot compare those constituencies. That's just an example. You cannot give NDINDI Nyoro 100 million CDF. Then again you gave the Garissa Township constituency 100 million. Remember that Garissa Town constituency is benefiting more than Kiharu constituency. There are more people demanding bursaries in Kiharu constituency than in Garissa Town constituency. When we say that, some people are not even understanding as we speak now. That is the reality. And that is why you see, have you ever seen people fighting for bursary in Garissa Town constituency? Have you ever seen? Have you ever seen certain constituencies that are having small population fighting over bursaries? No. Because the money is enough for them, and even a single student even, is getting almost over 20,000 or 30,000. That is almost a school fees of maybe 3 terms. For example, those who are going to public schools, you find that they are paying maybe 9,800. 9,800, 9,800. No, the terms fee is not the same. First term is a bit higher, the second term, the third term. So you'll find that if someone from Garissa constituency, Garissa Town constituency, township, a student is being given 30,000 as a bursary, then in Kiharu, you are going to be given 5,000. How will you compare with those people? So when Uhuru Kenyatta and his brigade adopted that mechanism in the BBI, some people said, in fact, they came out rejecting it highly, saying that we cannot accept such a scenario where now some people are feeling like they're being denied some money. This mechanism was not to deny anyone's money or resources. This was to ensure that if you are receiving 100 million, you remain with that 100 million. But if the population, for example, in Kiharu is small, they are being added maybe 50 million. So they receive 150 million, you people, you receive 100 million. So that as you give your people at Garissa Township constituency 30,000 per people or per student bursary, then this side also they should get 30. That is equality, inclusivity. But when you look at these members of parliament from Mount Kenya region, they thought like this was advantageous and a fight that was going to benefit Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta does not have a child that is going to a high school. So when he came out advocating for that, he knew that the population in Mount Kenya region was so higher than other regions. And it is absolutely true. You just go to Kiambu. Someone died because they were struggling and scrambling the CDF. When they were being given forms, some people scrambled and someone, a boda man, lost his life because of the bursaries. Have you ever seen some people fighting because of bursaries in Garissa, Samburu, Turkana? Because this money was, when it was being suggested, some people never came out to understand something that was very clear, that this was the population. So now, the eyes of members of parliament from Mount Kenya region have come out to good terms. And their eyes are open, their ears are listening to the people, that look, the agenda that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was having for us, one man, one vote, one shillings, was so much important. So that was a scenario that these people came out denying their people. So at the same time they're complaining, I'm worried, I'm wondering, why is it that they're complaining and again they are majority? Why can't they go and proceed and talk with William Samoei Ruto? And in fact, the majority leader is Kimani Ichung'wah. Let Kimani Ichung'wah come out to lead his brigade and advocate for these people. Simple and clear. So for them to come out to complain in a meeting, in meetings in Mount Kenya region, various churches, it is not enough. Something that is enough, let them kick off this mechanism to the National Assembly because they believe they are majority. Let them prepare and so that their people can benefit. So it is absolutely a bad news to William Ruto, which they came out demonizing, saying that Uhuru Kenyatta was having a bad idea when it comes to this bursary. So as they are continuing to do that, it is very eloquent that members of parliament are now starting to decide. They are parting ways and they are ensuring that their voices are going to be listened to, despite of a certain force of Rigathi Gachagua that you cannot speak. So it is not NDINDI Nyoro that has come out to speak alone. I've seen Gathoni wa Muchomba. I analyzed that video. He came also saying the same thing. And in fact, Gathoni wa Muchomba came out destroying Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto's government. That look, these people told us that they have an idea. So for them to come out to launch, yes, to launch the developments that Uhuru Kenyatta started and now was finished, then it doesn't mean that they cannot adopt the one man, one vote, one Kenya shillings. So ladies and gentlemen, what are thoughts? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Bye-bye till you meet on another video.